5 great reasons to harness solar power. Very simply put, solar energy is energy that is derived from the sun. Our sun is an abundant source of energy, it gives of heat and light. The sun's been revered by several cultures of the past, and even by a few cultures still present today. The ancient Egyptians even worshipped the sun as a god. All said and done, it was not misplaced respect. The sun certainly is an abundant and limitless source of power, at least for several generations to come. The merits for using its solar energy are numerous. It's free. Every morning with each dawn, the solar energy released by the sun comes filtered through our atmosphere, providing light and helping to radiate heat. This has been happening for millions of years, yet it is only recently that we have begun to capitalize on this abundant source of almost infinite power. In the past, the Greeks and the Egyptians have been known to harness the power of the sun to heat whatever they wished to by concentrating its radiation. It's non-polluting. The energy from the sun is clean and free of any pollutants, unlike various sources of energy present today like petroleum or organic fuels that leave back residues and often leave back harmful gases when utilized to create energy. Extremely reliable. The sun has been burning for roughly 4.5 billion years now, and is likely to burn on for another 4 to 5 billion years to come. That's definitely more than our lifetimes and certainly more than several generations of the future. Every morning it promptly shows up and vanishes for the evening while it lights up another portion of the globe. The saying "as sure as day" did not come about for nothing. Assuming the sun is shining brightly, depending on which part of the globe you are, you can harness the energy of the sun to either store it away or utilize its energy in a different way. Limitless. There is no restriction on how much energy we can use from the sun. Apparently, the amount of energy that comes from the sun every few minutes, if successfully harnessed, can power the entire United States of America for a whole year. If we were only able to harness the immense energy of the sun, we would be able to solve all the world's energy problems. Why? Ever wonder why no one thought about this earlier? How come, if there's so much energy just lying around, we simply cannot seem to efficiently harness it? How it that so much of the sun energy seems to go totally unnoticed and is ultimately wasted? Well, one of the reasons that this wonderful power reserve is generally wasted is the fact that the sunlight that we actually receive is so thinly dissipated across the earth to be able to contribute substantially enough if we try to harness it. For us to be able to actually harness the power of the sun, we have to be able to manipulate, focus, and store the sun's energy. While this may seem simple, it is easier said than done. So far we have only managed to develop 3 partially successful means of collecting solar energy. The reflection method, mirrors/parabola. The reflection method is based on the concentration of the sun's rays through a single or a set of mirrors onto one point, and then utilizing the concentrated heat energy that is produced for out-need. A parabolic mirror, much like a dish antenna, can be used to capture the sun's rays and focus them on a single point. The radiation method. This is the principle behind the solar water heaters. Painted black pipes sandwiched between 2 layers of glass have water inside them that is heated thanks to the rays of the sun. Solar panels. A more recent invention, the solar cell is composed of treated silicon crystals, which when hit by the rays of the sun knock electrons out of their orbits and thereby create a void that needs to be filled by electrons from the other silicon crystals. This creates an imbalance of electrons and hence a flow of current which can be either immediately utilized or else stored away in a rechargeable battery. What's stopping us? Despite the apparent benefits of using solar power, it is most unfortunate that there are very few solar power plants around the world. Sadly, with today's level of technology, cost and reliability are 2 major factors that are still hurdles in the way of mass usage of solar energy. Technological limitations dictate that the most efficient solar cells created today are still not capable of generating enough power to be commercially viable without occupying huge surface areas. Furthermore, reliance exclusively on solar cells is not yet practical, for if there were to be a cloudy day, it could reduce the amount of electricity generated, and that would be disastrous for those people completely reliant on that energy. On the bright side, constant innovation and research on solar energy is resulting in much more efficient solar cells that are a fraction of the size of existing cells and churn out much more power. For now, they are still expensive, but not far is the day when they will be affordable and available to the common man.
For more content like this, please visit learnforfree.biz.
Content produced and distributed by AllSuperInfo. All rights reserved.
Discover the proven formula for automated sales and success that you can apply to your business in under 30 minutes.
Reserve your seat at allsuper.info/webinar.